Hello, in this video I shall be discussing 5 topics. The first topic is RODTEP scheme. The full form of this scheme is Remission of Duty and Taxes on Exported Products. So by the full form itself we can know something, that is, it is about remitting duties or taxes on exported products from India. So this is usually done in order to boost our exports from India. So this is to have the prime agenda is to have good market in international markets for our goods. So when exports are not given any complex taxation system, duties and all, more markets will be coming forward to export their goods. So when we export more goods, our goods will have good competitiveness in international markets. So this is the agenda of RODTEP scheme. This is launched in 2020, very recently, and as we have discussed, this is about reimbursement of levies or taxes. So any taxes or levies that any exporter or any manager of a product puts in, he will be given back that amount and his goods are easily exported outside. So this is not only restricted to an area, but all the goods and all the markets that are going to be from central, state or local levels. So this RODTEP scheme is applied even to state and local goods also. Earlier when it was launched in 2020, there used to be only few goods that are listed that would have this scheme. I mean, only few goods can be exported free of taxes. But now it is extended to all goods that are going from India as exports. So RODTEP scheme is going to have a good impact on our industry and exporting markets and all. The next topic is QRNG. The full form of it is Quantum Random Number Generator. So quantum is going to generate, and from quantum we are going to generate some random numbers. So this is the full form of QRNG. So to know something about quantum, it is the minimum value of a physical entity. So the minimum value of any physical entity is quantum. So that can be in subatomic levels or even smaller levels also. So these quantum events will be generated and they can be generated into number system. So that is this technology. This is developed by DYSLQT, that is DRDO Youth Scientific Laboratory for Quantum Technology. QT is about quantum technology. So this part of DRDO or wing of DRDO has developed QRNG. DRDO is Defense Research and Development Organization. We know about this. So this developed this new technology. So what does this actually do is, this will detect quantum events and it will convert these quantum events into binary digits. So this involves a big technology. Only few countries know this technology. Now India has also become one of those countries who knows this technology, this kind of things about quantum number generation. And quantum is a topic under fiber optics. So this will have so many implications even in medicine, even the MRI imaging scans and all, magnetic resonance imaging scans, and making of transistors, superconductors, and making of so many optical mechanical things. So there are so many applications of quantum, and these things can be brought to a good technology through this particular quantum random number generator. And as we have discussed, this is about generation of random numbers based on quantum phenomenon. So quantum phenomenon has diverse applications like quantum optics, quantum mechanics, even quantum computing. So this is applied everywhere. So this huge technology is also there now in India, along with very few other countries. The next topic is National Police K9. So National Police K9 is nothing about police dogs. It's something about police dogs. So police K9, this whole term, whenever we see it, it is about police dogs only. So this particular National Police K9 is the name of a journal now recently released, and the whole journal is going to have only about police dogs, everything about police dogs and how many are there and what works they are doing and how and what and how about them, and everything about them is going to be in this journal. And these are also called as police service K9s. Wherever we find this word, the police service K9, it is about police dogs. These are also called PSK teams, that is police service K9 teams. Usually, simply we call them as PSK teams. So this particular journal is released in New Delhi by Union Home Ministry recently, and this is the first ever journal about police dogs, completely about police dogs, that is National Police K9. The next topic is Assam EODB Amendment Bill 2020. EODB stands for Ease of Doing Business. So Assam has got an amendment bill that is going to amend something about Ease of Doing Business Act. So this is Assam Ease of Doing Business Act 2016 and this is going to be amended. Four major changes or amendments are listed in the bill. I've given them here. So the four are 0.25% additional borrowings from the center. So center has got this responsibility to give borrowings in the form of borrowings to states to do business well over there. So that is ease of doing business borrowings. So Assam is going to get some additional borrowings than what it is taking right now of 0.25% according to this bill. And this bill is also seeking for simplifying procedures into ease of doing business in Assam. It is going to bring transparency in the system also, and it is also going to ensure investor friendly atmosphere. So the business needs investment. So for investment there has to be a good investor friendly atmosphere so that investors will be given good backing so that they can invest well over there. So Assam needs good industry backup and business backup. So this bill is seeking to this end, that it's going to create investor friendly atmosphere. So these are all the four things that are mentioned in the amendment bill of 2020. This is about Assam Ease of Doing Amendment Bill, Ease of Doing Business Amendment Bill 2020. The last topic for today is APAP. The full form of it is Asia Protected Areas Partnership. So all the areas, protected areas in Asia are going to be partnered for a cause. So that is Asia Protected Areas Partnership. So this is a regional forum as this is dealing with all the places of Asia. This is basically about wildlife conservation. So these protected areas have to be protected because of good wildlife conservation efforts to be taken up there. And recently this is in news because India is a co-chair now for this APAP. So Asia Protected Areas Partnership will have two chairpersons, two chairmen. So the one chairman is always going to be IUCN, that is International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. The next chairman will be a country from Asia. So now India has become this co-chairperson. It is going to be on rotational basis. So India is going to last as its chairperson till November 2023. That is, it is going to be there for 3 years as chairperson along with IUCN. And earlier there used to be South Korea as the co-chair of IUCN in APAP. Now India replaced South Korea as the co-chair for APAP, that is Asia Protected Areas Partnership. So these are all the 5 topics for today, and thank you.